a new because it was made poorly. First I cut it up and then we look at how to make a new one. To weave this bag we will need a fishing line with a thickness of 0.5 mm, 500 grams of beads, a plaster to protect our hands. Cut a convenient length of fishing line. Put 4 beads on one end. Now we take the right end and extend it into the rightmost bead, leaving a loop without tightening it completely, and threading the left end into it. Threading the left end into the loop. Tighten it, and to hide the loop in the bead, pull one of the end. Then we put 1 bead on one end and 2 on the other. Where there are 2 beads, we thread the same end into the second one. Make a loop and continue the other end into this loop and tighten it. Pull a little on one end to hide the loop in the bead. Now we are weaving the bottom of our bag. The bottom consists of 15 crosses. One bead on one end, 2 beads on the other end. Thread the end with the 2 beads into the outer second bead. Leave a loop and thread the other end into it. Tighten and hide the loop. Weave 12 crosses in this way. Now I will show you how to make the 13th cross to move to another row. We put 2 beads on the left end, 1 on the right. And with right end we make a loop and thread the end with 2 beads into it. Now we begin to weave the second row. We take the left end, put 3 beads on it, make a loop, put the other end through, tighten it, and now put the right end into this bead. Next, we add 2 beads each, because we already have 2. We put them on the upper line. Put the right end into this bead again. Continue weaving like this until the end. Now I show you how to move to the next row. We thread the right end into this bead. String 2 beads. Make a loop and tighten. That's it. We've moved on the next row. Next, put 3 beads on the right end. We put the left end into this bead and continue to weave like this until the end of this row. This will be the bottom of our bag. When our ends become short, we need to add new line. Now I will show you how to do it. We put the right end into this bead, then into another one. Now I put the end into this bead. And bring it back. But not all the way through, leaving a loop. I put the other end into it. Tighten it and hide it in the bead. Next, I hide the ends in the beads in a random order, but in such a way that it repeats the movement of the weaving. Cut off the excess. Cut off the desired length of line and put it into the beads we stopped at, that is, this one and this one. I finished the bottom, brought the ends into one bead, as we did when moving to the next row. Next we weave the walls of the bag. They are woven in the same way, only we are weaving from the top. We take the left edge, pick up 3 beads. We put the lower line into this bead. Then we add 2 beads because we already have 2. Push the lower end further. We continue to weave in the same way as we weaved the bottom. The height of the bag is 8 cubes. I'm counting from these side beads. I finished the first side. Now I'm doing the same thing on the other side. Put the fishing line in this bead or in this one, whichever one you want. We put 3 beads on the right end. And do everything as we already do. That's the beauty we are getting. Now we need to make the sides. I'll show you how to do it. I put the line through this bead and this one. I put 2 beads on the upper end. The lower end is threaded through this bead. I put 2 beads on the upper end again. The lower end in this bead and in this one. And to complete the first row, you only need to add 1 bead. I put the left end into this bead. Add 2 beads on the upper end. Lower end into the lower bead. Put 2 beads on the upper end. Lower end in this bead. And in this one. Add 1 bead. Put this end into this bead. Add 2 beads and continue to weave as in the previous rows. I finished the sides and made the legs of the bag. Now I will show you how to attach a ring to the top to make a handle. We start weaving this row. I put on 2 beads. Then a ring. This is how we fix the entire row. I put beads on this line. For the last cross, I put just 1 bead. This is how we did it, and we are doing the same on the other side. We proceed to the next stage, weaving the lid. Its length is from the 3rd bead at the beginning to the 3rd bead at the end. Because here we already have a row of beads and it should close properly. I continue to weave up 1 row. The first row is ready. Now we will weave in the direction of the back lid. In this. On the woven row, we start the next one. we complete the entire width. The top is ready. Then we move to this side and weave in this direction. The lid of the bag is ready. It consists of 8 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we will add a magnetic lock. I will put it on this cross and accordingly on this one. To do this, take half of the lock, turn it over, cut off 2 small pieces of fishing line. Close it and put the lock legs inside. We take the bag. Let's see where we are going to put the lock. Here. I put the lock on. I push the lower tip into this bead. Push it back not all the way, leaving a loop. Put the upper end into the loop. We hide the loop in this bead. Tighten well and do the same in this bead. Right end into the right bead, left end into the left bead. Tighten the loop again. I fixed this side securely. Hide the ends in the beads and cut off the excess. This side is done the same way. The lower part of the lock is ready, now we make the upper part. Cut off 2 pieces of line, put it on your lock. And close it. Do the same as with the first part of the lock. I have already made the first cross for the handle. Then I put 2 beads on one end and one on the other. Where there are 2 beads, I make a loop and tighten it. Make another such cross, adding 3 beads to one end. To move to the next row. This is the width of the handle, then we will weave in length. Then bend and add another row. Add 3 beads on the left end. Lower end into this bead. Put 2 beads on the upper end. Lower end into this bead. Put 2 beads on this end to move to another row. We continue to weave in the length of our handle. I finished the 15th row and now I am bending it. That's done. Then I push the carbine in the 2 sides. To complete the handle, we add 1 row of beads, one at a time. Push the right end into this bead and into this bead. Add 1 bead. Next, the right end into the right bead, the left end into the left bead. Add 1 piece. Continue to the end. I fixed the handle, the fittings and added my own details. We got such a wonderful bag.